Tonight on DC News Now, drivers getting ready to start those engines. The streets along the National Mall converted into an IndyCar street course. Everything you need to know for this weekend's Grand Prix race.
We're tracking the clouds and that wet weather returning just in time for your Saturday. More on that coming up.
A teachers union lashes out as construction continues at a D.C. elementary school just days before the first day of class.
Our kids deserve better. Every child deserves a clean, welcoming, nurturing environment.
Why they claim the building is unsafe for students.
I was just shocked because, I come outside and everybody's outside looking at their cars, and there's just glass next to every single car in the parking lot.
Shards of glass on the street where nearly a dozen cars were broken into overnight in Maryland. Some drivers say the damage done is more expensive than what they stole.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran. It is a race weekend in the district. The National Mall transformed into an IndyCar track. For the first time ever, the Grand Prix race is happening in the district. Drivers will be taking 147 laps around this 1.7-mile street course for a total of 250 miles, all in celebration, of course, of America's big birthday.
And more than 100,000 fans are expected to pack the mall each day. There will be huge crowds, loads of road closures, and it's essentially closing some Smithsonian museums. DC News Now's Dave Laval joining us live tonight by the National Mall.
And Dave, getting around downtown has been such a challenge long before race day.
Oh, you better believe it, Susan and Chris. Right behind me, you've got an example of what life is going to be like in this part of the district over the weekend. You can't drive on many streets around the National Mall, but you can walk on them. And even that's a challenge, unless, of course, you have a ticket.
It would be unfortunate, but we would still have a great time.
Andrea Davis's reaction: she and her husband will not be able to watch the Freedom 250 in person. The couple from Pensacola, Florida does not have tickets. Melvin Davis is not too disappointed either.
If we can't, there's so much to see here, and even seeing it for the second or third time, it's still awe-inspiring.
Never expected this when we came for the weekend.
Claire Pooley and her family are visiting from England. They also don't have tickets for the race. Not to worry, though.
Most of Washington's closed in the middle, but there's a sense of real excitement going on, and I'm sure the race will be worth it.
The National Museum of the American Indian will be open during the races, but only to visitors with tickets to the Grand Prix. It's the same with the National Air and Space Museum and the National Museum of Natural History, since all of them are located within the secured area. All the other Smithsonian museums will open as normal. DC police have posted what streets are closed or have traffic limited on them. If you plan on being in the area, Metro suggests you ride the rails. Plus, you could get your hands on one of Metro Rail's special Freedom 250 commemorative Smart Trip cards. That's what Wisconsin's Jan Davila did at the L'Enfant station.
Saw it on Instagram and said, okay, let's go get it. It looks like a cool memorabilia to have for the future.
Yeah, they certainly are that. Now, Metro said Thursday it quickly detected a defect in the card technology that made them unusable. However, none of those cards got sold, so Metro says you buy one now, it will work. We're live in Southwest. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, should be an exciting weekend. Dave, thanks. Meanwhile, DC Mayor Muriel Bowser, look at this, hitting the track early this morning. She rode shotgun for a fast trip around the course. Bowser saying race weekend is really one big victory lap for DC.
Our teams have been working with the organizers to try to minimize disruption, but when we think of the tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars of economic impact events like this can have on the city, we not only want to have it this year, we want to have it next year and the year after that and the year after that.
How about that?
Part of the circuit, huh?
Yeah, indeed. All right, the mayor is saying crews will start breaking down the event and clearing streets Sunday night, but it could last several days. And for the full list of road closures and everything you need to know about race weekend, visit our website, dcnewsnow.com. Just search Grand Prix. A lot of great info on there ahead of the weekend.
Now we got to turn our attention to our chief meteorologist, Jackie Lair, because the race can go on if there's rain.
Right.
But organizers say lightning is the problematic portion.
Yes. So Saturday, that's when we're tracking scattered showers and also some scattered thunderstorms too. So that could impact, you know, some of the trials that are going on Saturday or the practices.
Yeah.
Yes.
Qualifying.
Yes. As we look towards Sunday, though, race day, it's looking pretty good.
Nice.
So
Oh, good.
It's,
I like
it's going to
that.
be a little different, you know, from Saturday to Sunday. 50-50 weekend at that, as we're tracking some more of that rain filling in. And then for Sunday, though, like I said, we should be seeing sunshine, breezy conditions, and also at least high temperatures, a little bit warmer than Saturday. And I'll explain the reason why it's going to be a little bit warmer. Let's talk radar, though, out there right now. It is relatively quiet, but it's this low pressure system that's continuing to track its way northward. It'll be riding right along the coast, and we'll see more of those clouds building in, some of that wet weather that's across parts of, say, the Carolinas. That's going to continue to lift its way through Virginia and into our area as we look through the overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. Temperatures right now in those 70s for most, but we're already seeing those 60s off towards the north and west. Already 66 right now in Frederick. Dew points, these are continuing to climb. Notice farther south now, upper 60s. Farther to the north, still trying to hold on to those upper 50s. But again, that humidity will continue to lift in along with the threat of the showers and storms overnight. So scattered thunderstorms right around 9 o'clock in the morning, especially for the eastern half of the area, including D.C. A spot thunderstorm chance by 1 p.m. We see a little bit of a lull between 2 and 4 p.m. and we start to see some storms building from west to east. So we head towards right around dinner time. But more details coming out with Futurecast in just a few minutes.
All right, looking forward to that, Jackie. Thank you. Developing now in Maryland, police have identified the suspect accused of shooting a woman yesterday afternoon in Bowie. They've arrested Kimball Hinton Jr. Investigators say he shot his romantic partner in a home that was filled with children at the time. She's now in critical condition. The 41-year-old is charged with attempted murder and being held without bond. School starts in the district on Monday. Get ready, kiddos. But there's still construction being done at a Northeast school.
So that has families and teachers concerned the building won't be finished in time for students. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg joining us live tonight outside Burrville Elementary.
And Danielle, what are we talking about? Big things, little things. How much is left to be done?
Susan and Chris, things on the outside, things on the inside, a lot of unfinished things. We even see crews here at 9 o'clock at night. You can see right up there in the windows working in one of those classrooms right there. The kicker here, this is actually not Burrville Elementary School. That school is being renovated. This is just the swing space for the year. Concrete is being evened out and window measurements are still being taken just 3 days ahead of school starting.
Doors are still being installed. Some of the electrical outlets don't work. There are missing items. Some teachers can't find their belongings to set up their classrooms.
These pictures from Thursday show boxes piled high, classroom space cluttered, and hallways unfinished. Washington Teachers Union Vice President Lisa Haynes says materials didn't arrive on time and there was an issue with the construction permit.
Today's better than yesterday, but still a lot of work is being done.
Teachers who don't want to be identified say it's not the safe space students need on day one.
Our kids don't deserve it, and you almost feel like, am I adding to new trauma that they're going to have to face?
A DCPS spokesperson says the district is working around the clock with its partners at the Department of General Services and has deployed additional operations staff to support the opening of Burrville Elementary School at Kenilworth.
I'm not coming in for the weekend, right? So I'm not sure how my classroom is I know what it's going to look like on Monday, and it's really disappointing. Still putting in windows.
DCPS says Chancellor Jackson visited the swing space Friday, and they're confident the building will be ready on Monday.
And that's our hope. But if it's not, what's the contingency plan?
And that is the real concern right there. Now, teachers do have the option to come in on Saturday and Sunday to finish setting up their classrooms, but not everyone is able to and not everyone wants to. And the union says they did not get their contractual 1.5 hours to set up their classroom. We're live in Northeast. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
All right, the Mad Dash on. Daniel, thanks. Meanwhile, Chief Justice John Roberts is allowing the White House to continue construction on President Trump's $400 million ballroom, at least for now. The temporary order comes as the Supreme Court considers the administration's emergency appeal. The action pauses a Friday deadline imposed by a lower court to halt work while the court challenge plays out. It had ruled the project probably requires congressional approval. Work can continue until the justices consider the case.
We're getting a chance to see what Dulles Airport will look like following a $20 billion modernization plan. The new renderings showing the massive makeover to transform the 60-year-old airport. It'll include an expanded main terminal, new concourses, and extending the Aero train system that'll eventually retire those people movers that people actually don't care for. The renovations are expected to take 15 years to finish. Officials say it's being funded mainly through bonds and airline fees.
All right, staying in Virginia, after 130 years, a church in the Glen Carlin neighborhood of Arlington is about to close its doors. St. John's Episcopal Church holding its last regular worship service a week from Sunday. ARLnow.com reports there's a final community service of Thanksgiving planned for mid-September. The church has roots as old as 1890, going from a small group of about 20 families to servicing an entire community.
Pot shops can open up in Virginia next year, but there's plenty of work that growers need to get done now to be ready for that surge in demand come the July 1st launch. Beyond Hello in Manassas is saying that they are focused on the planning process along with the needed expansions and studying expectations for the market. The Commonwealth's Cannabis Control Authority saying that nearly 115,000 patients, or 1% of people in the Commonwealth, bought medical marijuana last year, and they expect the new market will be able to supply up to 12% of the population.
Also need to be able to produce the supply to meet that demand.
What are the biggest challenges that you're facing, and how are you preparing for them?
Yeah, it's all coming down to space. This is an agricultural crop.
Lawmakers say that the tax dollars from recreational marijuana sales will go towards educational and substance use disorder programs, public health initiatives, and into a fund for communities harmed by the war on drugs.
The Metro pop-up shop at L'Enfant Plaza is popping off. We stopped by today and workers told us it has been extremely busy since it opened Tuesday. The shop features much of the agency's Metro U gear, all made to look like Metro is its own university. Well, Mata says they're really happy with how it's going so far. So it runs through September 4th, but if you can't make it out, you can find some of the Metro U merch on the online store.
Just into our newsroom, we're learning about the arrest of Baltimore Ravens wide receiver Rashad Bateman from back in June. The team says they are aware of the incident and are in contact with Bateman. According to TMZ, he was arrested in Georgia for accused of smashing window of a car that the mother of his child was driving. The 3-month-old was inside at the time. Authorities say that the shattered glass cut the woman's face. Bateman's attorney saying that the situation was taken out of context and they will let the court process play out. The team informed the league, which is now reviewing the case.
Meanwhile, the Washington Commanders will kick off their second preseason game tomorrow afternoon in Detroit. While many starters are expected to play, we still do not know if quarterback Jaden Daniels will see any playing time. He didn't suit up in the first preseason game. Head coach Dan Quinn saying he will make that decision depending on the overall health of the team as they gear up for that noontime game. Sports reporter Alex Flum of much more on the Commanders coming up on DCW 50 at 10:45.
Coming up on DC News Now. Several people in Maryland finding their cars broken into overnight, but in some cases, it's not what the thieves stole that will cost them. It's the repair bill.
And ahead at 9:30, banking on race fans. Businesses in the district hoping the Grand Prix will mean it's a green light for a rush of customers this weekend.